Welcome back to the Britannia, courtesy of the Brizzle.com, fans face off. We didn't have a game at the weekend, so I might as well get straight into his lot. You look a bit miserable there, what's wrong with you?
Oh, Lee, I can't tell you, mate. I'm so glad we didn't do this straight after the flipping game, because I tell you what, I think I would have thrown the flipping equipment out the window, to be fair.
Are you kind of coming around to my way of thinking about the manager?
Well, I don't think...
You've got to start looking at the results, and you've got to start looking at...
Right, first of all, we're playing Fulham, and we're playing this new 3-5-2 that's all over the media, and this is our new formation, which, you know, an away scout will come and watch us and go, do you know what, they're playing 3-5-2, you can easily smash them. So what does Gus do? Gus goes and plays very defensive. This is before the Rodwell sent it off, by the way. Very defensive, Bridcut, Rodwell and Larson in the middle. Poor Defoe, and up front with Fletcher. Fletcher, nice flicks and ticks. Defoe, what chances he got? He had 3 shots on target. He made them himself. So fair play to him.
It's like you know, like watching these and things like that. John O'Shea, Wes Brown, decent centre halves, but it's like your 2 midfielders kind of babysit them. They don't need babysitting.
Honestly,
they don't need babysitting.
And then
the mad thing about Payet is like, because I've obviously seen him a couple of times when we lost them against Brighton. That Brighton side was actually, you know, a good attacking unit. Where every time I see is, you're just really negative. And you've got some decent attacking footballers. Yeah. Johnson, Giaccherini, people like that. Well, he's just negative.
You know, he had, before the Rodwell sending off, because he's coming out in the press boy, and he's talking about the sending off, change things. He had Giaccherini, Alvarez on the bench. This new 3-5-2 formation, you need a creative player in the middle to feed Defoe. Defoe plays off through balls and plays off the shoulder. Far too defensive.
He used to.
Flexibility.
Doesn't now, man.
Top striker Defoe, let's get this correct, right?
He's
top striker. So I was absolutely foreman on Saturday. Fulham, to be honest, you know, Roddy Egger, I wish he put the ball in the net, to be fair. It was horrendous. Gus Poyet then coming out in the press, which I'm not impressed. I'm still on the Gus bus mind. I'm still on the Gus bus. I didn't want him sacked, but his lack of flexibility is starting to get on my nerves a bit. And then coming out in the press saying that Sunderland fans living in the past, they want to get kick into rush football, they want to go back to Quinny Phillips. Let's get something straight. Under Peter Reid, we didn't play kick rush football. We played good football.
You friggin' did.
No, we didn't. With 2 fantastic wingers. We put the ball in the box for Quinny Phillips. Simple as that. So Poyet, stop listening to the people behind you in the ground, because it's obviously who you're listening to, mate. All the fans there, all they want is a bit of oomph and a bit of go. That's all we ask for, Gus. This is my little rant over. I'm going to start being positive now. If I get any more negative now, I might go and flip for a walk over the bridge and fall.
Calm down.
Right.
I mean,
because I'm not impressed.
You started looking very miserable there. I've got nothing to be happy about. But we've appointed a new manager.
Hey!
My head coach. It was kind of predictable. I did say at the time though about this head coach. Who's he going to appoint? Is he going to appoint a long-term manager? Is he going to appoint an interim manager? I'd like to think John Carver is an interim manager, and I'd like to think this is Ashley's leaving card.
7-year contract. He'll get a 7-year contract.
I'd like to think Mike Ashley has put someone in place because he can't be asked to appoint a permanent manager because he's got his arms so far up ranges that it's actually going to happen in the summer. That's what I'm hoping. Or he's putting somebody in charge until the summer because he has a manager in mind who's going to come and take over Newcastle.
It's like DeBoer's and all that, yeah.
But then again, you're getting people like DeBoer linked. He spoke positively about this.
Is he going to work as a head coach or a manager?
Would you want to come into a club who, again? But would you want to come into a club again? Of course, everyone wants a job, but would you want to come into a club who releases mission statements telling fans that things like cup competitions are important? If De Boer wanted to come to Newcastle, he'd want to try and enhance his CV, and he'd want to win something.
Yeah, true.
We wouldn't have got a club telling its fan base that cups aren't interesting, producing stats to tell us why cups affect your league position and things like that. Would you want to come and work for a club like that? So the Carver thing, he's saying he's not going to let the season die out and things like that. I want to change in terms of the manager. Pardew's gone now, but I also want to change in terms of the backroom staff. I thought it was a bit stagnated. I thought we needed new ideas.
They like stay in charge, mate. Stevie Stone and that man. Davey Watson, under 18 manager now, first team coach, classic.
At the end of the day, our season is pretty much over. Apart from we have to obviously get 40 points. We've got to, we might as well talk about the weekend's games. We've got Hull. They're really struggling, but again, if we go to Hull and lose the game, we're deep in shit. And the sooner the club realise it, the better. I mean, Mike Ashley again's taking a gamble. He loves a gamble.
You're going to be in a fight with us, mate. Big relegation fight.
I totally agree. Who have you got this weekend?
Oh, we've got Burnley. Burnley went to St James's Park, drew 3-3. And I think the difference between Poyet and Dyche is, I mean, Dyche is up and coming, and I respect the man.
There's no pressure on Burnley.
No, I was looking.
They don't feel the pressure.
I was looking enough
everyone expects them to go down.
Someone I used to work with, their husband was at Burnley for a season. We got promoted, and he said to me, he says, Quinny, he says, all the players from top to bottom will run through walls for Sean Dyche. And
they did against
teams
us.
like that are dangerous, and they'll come to the Stadium of Light, and our form and our stats, and Dyche will look at that and go, do you know what, lads? You know,
you've got to win, though, son.
Mate, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna change my
win.
style a bit.
Come on, what's your prediction? Your predictions are absolutely being US.
Yeah, we're not going to win Saturday. We need to. Apparently, it's 45,000 tickets sold.
Oh, I tell you what, there must have been a whip around the schools then.
So, I want to say win. I can't.
Come on, then, give us a prediction, man.
I think.
Stop stuttering, bluttering.
Burnley will win 2-1, mate,
Jesus
and the
Christ.
crowd will turn. I don't want that, by the way. I'm getting it out there. I'm on the Gus bus, but the way I feel and the way the players are playing, I think that's going to happen.
Well,
I'm wrong.
I'll go for a
this time next week. I'll be celebrating. He'll be crying because we 3 points behind. It'll be game on again.
I'll go for a positive draw at home.
Class. Aye.
We'll see.
Aye. Let's get better.